Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the March to October on MLB The Show 24 here with the Seattle Mariners. We jump into this game against the Colorado Rockies tied 2-2 in the bottom of the seventh. Seattle, not the best start to the season, 9-11, and we're one of the few teams here in the early goings who are under 500 to start the season. Colorado Rockies also in that same boat. So we take over here, Luis Castillo on the bump, 2 runners on, no outs, as he's at 91 pitches. So, of course, we look at the bullpen. They have Austin Voth warming up for whatever reason. He has absolutely no stamina, so why would we throw him in there? Cowher also really no stamina. And this bullpen a weak spot. I did adjust our trade targets, and I added speed and a left-handed pitcher to our target. So we definitely need to add a left-handed arm here in the bullpen and probably a couple others to kind of upgrade this unit. So we'll just go ahead and warm up Ryan Stanek and Gabe Spire. So it's kind of weird when you jump into these March to October games. So far, the starting pitcher has been in for every single one, and they've had Cowher and Voth fully warmed up. So I haven't seen them have a relief pitcher out there since we've jumped into a game. So first pitch strike there, as we'll get on with the action. A 1 count now to Ezekiel Tovar. And a low sinker there to Ty France at first. To Crawford, back to France, as they turn a 3-6-3 double play out of the gate. And that's definitely what we needed. Good field and turn there by France. Crawford plays it well, fires back as France gets reset. And 2 outs on 1 pitch there for Luis Castillo. They'll keep him out here to get this final out against Montero. And he drives that one to deep left. Going towards foul territory. Luke Raley there. And he just can't make the play as it goes out of bounds. I guess out of bounds is more football. It goes out of play, we'll say. That high fastball fouled off, bringing up a 1-2 count now for Castillo, looking to work his way out of early trouble in this inning. And that backdoor slider will finish Montero as Castillo double play and then a backwards K to get out of this one. Seattle will take over in the top of the 8th of this tie game. Tyler Kinley will take over for the Rockies here. 9 innings of work, his 8th appearance. I'm a little rough out of the gate here. It's been a few days since we've gone on with the Seattle Mariners March to October. Josh Rojas, still our leadoff hitter after I moved a few things around. He's had a tremendous start, and here he is 5 for 8 in this series so far. The 1-0 count to Josh Rojas. That slider called a ball. And Kinley not happy about that one. That looked like it was definitely in the zone. So if Rojas gets the advantage here as he works out of a 2-0 count. No, 2-1 count to Rojas. That slider too low, and that'll bring up a 3-1 count with J.P. Crawford on deck. The top 3 in this Seattle lineup have been very good so far, but the rest of the lineup really not that great, and that includes Julio Rodriguez. We really need him to get it going. Now 3-1 count to Rojas. And he'll line a base hit up the middle, swing on a low sinker. And now Rojas, another good day at the plate, his second hit of the night. And he's probably been our most consistent hitter here so far to start this season in the first 20 games. And just nothing too fancy there, just lined it right back where it came from. And now J.P. Crawford up. The double play definitely in play here with a sinker baller on the mound. Crawford first pitch swinging as he fouls off that fastball. Crawford a solo home run in this one, 2 for 6 in the series with a couple ribbies. And I have all of the impediments working against me right now. I have the birds chirping outside, the dogs barking, someone's backing up, it was beeping, got the kids riding dirt bikes around here. Just absolute chaos outside right now. And hopefully it doesn't get picked up too much in the audio. But I do apologize for any inconvenience there. 1-1 count now to Crawford. That sinker misses. Now 2-1. Another hitter's count here. And Crawford's going to line that the other way. And that's gone. A 2-run home run for J.P. Crawford. And Seattle takes the lead. His second dinger of the night. Exit velo, not too crazy on that one, but it looked like it came off the bat pretty hot. And two good counts there worked by Rojas and Crawford. Get themselves an advantage count. And just like that, the Mariners up 4-2. And like I said, the top third of this lineup has been very good so far. And mainly led by the likes of Josh Rojas and J.P. Crawford. You love an opposite field home run. Look at the arc on that one. So that brings up Julio Rodriguez 0 for 3 in this game. See if he can get something going. He's first pitch swinging early on that slider. 0 for 7 in the series. We had him batting, I think he was batting cleanup, and I think we might have moved him up to third. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. And they're going to call that circle change in there. High circle change inside for a strike. 0-2 count now to Rodriguez. A 1-2 count now to Julio Rodriguez. And a swing and a miss on the high slider. And again, like we saw on a slider earlier in this count, or in this at-bat, Rodriguez a swing and a miss. Expecting fastball both times. Now Cal Raleigh steps up. He's been slugging it quite well, but like you would expect with him, his average hasn't really been there. He's first pitch swinging, fouled off a fastball. Look at those average splits. No hits against a lefty so far in this season. Now 1-1 count to the Seattle catcher. And he ropes that into right field for a base hit. Some good at-bats here so far in this inning. Although, I mean, you want to kind of forget that Rodriguez at-bat. So now Luke Raley on 0 for 2 in this one with Cal Raleigh at first. Tyler Kinley still out there. Only one out so far, and this will be his 18th pitch. And Raley puts that one foul. Raley some good numbers. He was kind of showcased in the last episode. 930 OPS, 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. Yeah, we had our first player lock with Raley, although we went 0 for 3 with a walk. And Raley just, they say he goes on that one. So the high fastball gives a little check swing. That's going to be an 0-2 count now. Should have just went full on that swing. And Raley lines that one into left field opposite way. Another base hit here for the Mariners. For the first 5 now in the inning get base hits. And we're just moving along here as Colorado goes back to the bullpen. Jake Bird. Very good start here. Over 9 innings to 0.96 ERA. And a very good strikeout rate, and he's not allowing many hits. Now Jorge Polanco up 2 for 3. And he takes that outside cutter for a ball. Runners on first and second for Jorge Polanco, just 1 out in the top of the 8th here. He fouls off that low sinker. Now the 1-1. And that's another base hit for the Mariners. He ropes that into the left field corner. Kyle Raleigh will come around to score. Raley heading home. And he's going to score as well. A 2 RBI double for Jorge Polanco. And the Mariners just busting it open here in the top of the 8th. Good piece of hitting. Another opposite field hit here for the Mariners. Polanco, his third hit of the ball game. And he's making a pretty good impact early on in his Mariners tenure. So that'll bring up Ty France. Pretty good OPP. As he ropes that one right up the middle. Another perfect swing there by a Mariners batter. And Polanco will come around and he's going to score. So already 5 plated here in the top of the 8th for the Mariners. Just 1 out. I was going to say about Ty France, he's been getting on base quite well. But the power we really want to see develop from our first baseman. Now that'll bring up Mitch Haniger. Good average so far. But, I mean, he is responding quite well after a pretty off season last year. Batting 8th today, although I did move him up to like 6th. So Mitch Haniger works a full count here. And he's going to draw a walk. So another very good disciplined at-bat by the Mariners here in the top of the 8th. That's going to bring up the 9th batter of the inning. And still only 1 away here for the Rockies. This will be Luis Urias. And he's someone who really needs to get it going. Only batting 200 so far with no home runs. That first pitch slurve misses. That sinker they're going to call a strike. And I don't think that even clipped the zone at all. And Urias not happy about that one. I think the umpire just trying to go home at this point. Urias still talking it out. Yeah, that really didn't even clip the plate. And that one definitely didn't. That slider misses away. So now 2-2 to the Seattle third baseman. As he puts that one to second base. An easy out there for Brendan Rodgers. Seems like an eternity since the last out recorded here by the Rockies. And that'll bring up Josh Rojas for the second time in this inning as he singled to lead us off. First pitch swinging on that cutter. Nice movement. As Bird works his way into an 0-1 count. And Rojas swinging at that low pitch. As the shortstop gives there to Rodgers. And that's going to finally get us out. We'll get the Rockies out of the inning. That was kind of fun. 5 runs led by a J.P. Crawford home run. And Seattle now leads 7-2 against the Colorado Rockies. That'll bring on now Ryan Stanek here in the 8th inning. And we're just hoping he can record 6 outs and get us out of this one. Right-handed hitters hitting him very well. And he hasn't had the best start here as one of our better bullpen arms. First pitch there to Charlie Blackmon in for a strike at 100 miles per hour. That high fastball misses. Swing and a miss on the low splitter. And a good pitch there by Stanek. He goes back to the splitter there. That one right over the heart of the plate, though. And a swing and a miss by Charlie Blackmon. Now here's Brendan Rodgers, someone the Rockies are looking to kind of take a step forward this year. Fouled off splitter, and that gives Stanek the advantage here now, up to 1-2. Slider away misses. Love those backdoor sliders with 2 strikes. We're going to go right back to it, and that one misses as well. Now a full count to Brendan Rodgers. Fouls off the fastball. And what a great pitch there by Stanek. Goes with the high fastball and then switches it up with that splitter, which is working very well for him here in this one. And we'll get a look at the StatCast. 5-inch break, almost 1,000 RPM. I'm honestly not sure what like a spin rate, like what a above average spin rate would be, or what an average spin rate would be on a splitter. Those are some numbers I got to kind of dig into. Now Nolan Jones up with 2 away here. That first pitch fastball finds the zone. Now 2-1 to Nolan Jones. Fastball right over the heart of the plate. And he watches that one all the way. Now 2-2 for Stanek. Splitter fouled off. We'll do the 2-2 again. And that low splitter swung on and missed by Nolan Jones. Stanek comes on and strikes out the side. And that splitter just doing nasty things as Seattle heads into the top of the 9th, up 7-2. Now we'll see the third different pitcher here, Gavin Holloway, on for just his second game of the season. Pitched 2 1/3 in his first appearance, gave up no runs. And here's J.P. Crawford set to lead us off. And let us again watch what he did in the top of the 8th. 2-run homer, and that really propelled that inning and got us going. So Crawford up again, looking for his 3rd home run of the game. First pitch swinging at that slider, and he's early on that one. Now the 0-1, Holloway deals. Crawford again early on the slider, and both of those would have been nice pitches to hit. Now 0-2. And then he does go back to the slider. I thought on the 0-2 he might try and change the speed there, as Crawford harmlessly flies that one out to center. And here's Julio Rodriguez, 0 for 8 in the series, 0 for 4 in this one with a strikeout. And we got to get Julio going. This team's not going to succeed if he's not leading the charge. That first pitch in there for a strike. Nice cutter. The 0-1 now. And Rodriguez blasts that one to left field. That's going into the gap. That's going to bounce for a ground rule double. There we go. Rodriguez finally a nice stroke on the ball as Chris Bryant was giving chase. But he's not catching up to that one. I thought that might go all the way, but I'll settle for a double there by Rodriguez. And I said ground rule double. Can you not say that anymore? Is it just automatic double? Nonetheless, Rodriguez now on second. Cal Raleigh up to bat. He's 2 for 4 as Seattle looks to extend this lead. Raleigh lines that one to shortstop. And a good play by Tovar getting it to Montero for the out. Now Luke Raley back up with Julio Rodriguez on second. And we actually sent Rodriguez there. I haven't attempted any steals yet in this series. We got to get one going here. Maybe we'll wait another pitch or two. And they're going to call that a strike. This umpire's strike zone very peculiar here. Now the 0-2. And we actually sent Rodriguez again as Luke Raley sends that one up the middle. And Rodriguez will come around to score. 8-2 now Seattle. So we've jumped into this one and scored 6 runs. More runs so far than outs. 6 runs to 5 outs. And I'll certainly take that ratio any day of the week. Now Polanco back up, a 2-run double his last time up. 3 hits in this one. First pitch swinging at a low changeup. Swung on and missed. Now the 0-1 to Polanco. And he ropes that to left field. And that's going to drop for a base hit, his 4th of the night. Tremendous game here from Jorge Polanco. 3 singles and a double. Now Ty France up with a chance to extend this lead for Seattle. First pitch swinging at the cutter. Swung on and missed. I want to say pretty much every guy in the lineup has multiple hits except maybe Rodriguez with just that one double. Now 1-1 count to Ty France. And that goes past the catcher as both runners will advance. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the Mariners. And this Rockies team really being exposed here late. And I did mention in the past episodes I'm going to have a franchise going here soon for the show as France fouls that one off. I'm going to have a franchise coming probably in the next week or so for the show. And the Rockies are a team I'm considering. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. As France, an ugly swing on that slider. Swing and a miss as Helllooo works out of trouble. So Ryan McMahon will lead it off here for the Rockies. And as I was saying, the Rockies are a team I'm considering to do my franchise with. I want to do a rebuilding team, a team who's going to be towards the bottom of the league. So if you have any recommendations, certainly let me know and maybe give your reasoning. And I'll give it some thought. I've already considered a handful of teams, and I'm kind of settled on maybe 3 or 4. But I'm certainly open to changing, as I am kind of leaning towards the Rockies, honestly. But who knows? I still may change my mind. Now that high fastball fouled off, bring up a 2-2 here. Stanek looking for his 4th straight strikeout. And he's going to get it with another splitter. And that finds the zone as McMahon, he goes down looking, and he's not happy about that. Let's take a look at this one from the ump cam. I was kind of late on the movement there, but kind of a cool new feature, I guess. I mean, you can't really see much, but I'll take it, I suppose. Now Diaz up for Colorado, their catcher, as he works into a 2-0 count. The 2-0 count right down the middle as Diaz ropes that into left center. That's going to bounce to the wall. Rodriguez will pick it up as Diaz trots into second with a double. So now Chris Bryant up here with only 1 out in the 9th. 1 for 1 with 2 walks in this one as he looks at a first pitch strike. High fastball there, and that finds the zone, bringing up an 0-2 now. And is Stanek going to go back to the splitter here with a 2-strike count? He goes with the slider away. Now 1-2 count. Stanek's 30th pitch. And that splitter finds the inside part of the plate as Bryant goes down looking. 5 outs for Stanek. All strikeouts here. Now Sean Bouchard, perhaps the last man up for the Rockies. That first pitch fastball right down the pipe. Stanek back to the fastball in pretty much the same location. And these Colorado hitters got to be a little more aggressive here. Now 0-2, can Stanek go 6 for 6? 6 outs, 6 strikeouts. That splitter fouled off. Still 0-2 for Stanek. That high fastball fouled off. And we didn't really want to give Stanek 35 pitches in this one, but there's really, I'm not putting in one of those 55 overalls. We're just not doing it. And that slider just off the plate as Bouchard now into a 1-2 count. Splitter fouled off. Bouchard working this count pretty well despite looking at 2 fastballs right down the plate. And there's another fastball down the plate, flied out into left field. Israeli gives chase, gets under and makes the catch. As the Mariners are going to win this one, we jump into the game tied 2-2 in the 7th inning. And tremendous outburst of offense there in the 8th. And we're getting 3 flames in that one, plus an extra for a bonus for a blowout win. J.P. Crawford, player of the game, with 2 home runs and 3 ribbies. And you see Polanco with 4 hits, Rojas and Raley each with multiple hits as well. Key moment, finish strong for morale-boosting win. And we certainly achieved that. We're going to turn that snowflake around. And hopefully we can get back to our winning ways. So now we'll just jump ahead. We're here facing off against the Texas Rangers, sporting a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 7th, I believe. So, and then in advancing, I actually skipped. I went to scouting, and then I had to get out of scouting. And so I stopped the recording, and then I didn't realize that it would jump ahead. So we actually won 3 in a row against Texas. And we're here going for the sweep in the bottom of the 7th. Sporting a 1-0 lead, getting our first look here at Bryan Woo. And 2 strikes there as Lowe fouls that one off. So we start this episode 4-0. Looking to make it 5-0, taking 4 on the road against the defending champions. As Bryan Woo, a nice changeup low and away, gets the strikeout. His 9th of the day, still with a shutout. So now 1 out here. Bryan Woo looking very good in this one. That fastball right over the plate. And Josh Young will get that over the middle. Well, we'll hit that pitch over the middle and send it to left field for a base hit. The 7th hit here for Seattle. But Woo's been able to work out of trouble, I guess. Now Ezekiel Duran, a swing and a miss on that sinker way down. Texas at 15-10 on the season, I believe. A game and a half up on us in the West. As Duran, a nice rip to center field, tracked down by Julio Rodriguez for the 2nd out of the inning. Now, no 2 count after a sinker was fouled off. Woo again with the low changeup as he forces the swing on that very low pitch. Still an 0-2 count. And then he'll get the strikeout on the slider. Nice pitching there from Woo, as he still has yet to allow a run here with 7 innings of work. Grant Anderson will get the call here for his 2nd appearance of the season. Just 2 1/3, gets a win in that 1 appearance. Ty France will lead us off here. France 1 for 2 with a single, batting from the 8 hole. First pitch slider misses inside. Now the 1-0 to Ty France. He fouls that one off on the inside slider. Anderson starting France off with 2 inside sliders in this at-bat. The 1-1. And that's going to be called off for a 2-1 count. And Anderson wanted that one. It looked like it was on the corner. But Ty France will certainly take that one. So slider misses low, bringing up a 3-1 here for Ty France. And he will draw the walk. So leadoff walk to Ty France. Seattle only up 1-0 here, and you definitely want some insurance. Luis Urias 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, although it looks like he has a grand slam in the series, 1 for 8 with a home run and 4 RBIs, although certainly could have gotten RBIs in other ways. Swinging at a low slider, and now 0 for 0-2. 0 for 2, and now an 0-2 count for Urias. And like I said in the last game, he's someone who kind of has to get going here. That home run was nice, though, earlier in this series. And a swing and a miss on that slider. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, as Urias will go back to the bench. 0 for 3 now in this game with 3 Ks. That'll bring up Josh Rojas batting .340 with a .949 OPS, 5 homers and 13 RBIs. Tremendous start for our leadoff hitter. Now the 1-0 to Josh Rojas. And he swings that, sends it to right field. And that'll be caught. I thought it was going. Garcia catches up to that one, and we're going to be thrown out at first. So after our base running woes, we'll work on that. We'll get better here. Leody Taveras will lead off the inning. Bryan Woo still in there. First pitch, swing and a miss on an inside fastball. The 1-1 to Taveras. And his swing and a miss. Awful swing on a sinker way off the plate. And that's ugly. Bryan Woo will certainly take it, though. Now 1-2. And France grounds that to first base, picked up by Taveras grounds that to first, picked up by France for the out. Evan Carter now out there. 1 for 3 in this one, following the Taveras ground out. First pitch slider is going to find the bottom of the zone. Now 0-1 to Carter. Fouls off that high fastball. And a good count here for Woo. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup low and away. Woo's signature pitch here, his 11th strikeout. And that's just beautiful, that low changeup. Now Corey Seager up 0 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 to Seager. High fastball fouled off. So you think Woo goes back to that low changeup, right? 0-2 to Seager. And the low changeup right in the perfect spot, but it doesn't get Seager to chase. So now 1-2. And a good diving stop there by Ty France, as he'll save a base hit, and Seattle works their way out of the inning. Bryan Woo still flawless with no runs allowed, despite the 7 hits. And France playing good first base there to end the 8th inning. Now the southpaw, Brock Burke, out there for his 4th game of the season. An inning and 2/3 to his credit. No strikeouts, though, on those 5 outs recorded. J.P. Crawford up to bat, 3 for 11 with a homer in the series. Definitely doesn't hit left-handers that well, though. First pitch, though, lined to right, and a diving Garcia does not get it, as it goes right off the glove. So leadoff single here for J.P. Crawford. Nice diving chance there, but Garcia just couldn't haul it in. Let's take another look at this one. First pitch swinging. Nice piece of hitting by Crawford to get that out into right field, but Garcia just could not make the play on it. And now Luke Raley up, batting in the 3-hole in this game. First pitch swinging, and that's going to first base. And throw away, and Seager can't even get the out back at first. A throwing error there by Nathaniel Lowe. Should have been a double play, no man on. But now, runners on first and second here for the Mariners. No outs in the inning. And that's just a brutal error if you're Nathaniel Lowe. Now they're bringing up Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 3 in this one. 2 men on against the left-hander. First pitch swing, he sends that out to left center. And then left fielder gets under that. They'll send the runner from second, though. So now runners on the corners with 1 away here in the top of the 9th of a 1-run ball game. Mitch Haniger now up to bat, 1 for 13 in this series. We moved him up in the lineup a little bit, and then his play decreased, so we might want to move him back down. Haniger first pitch swinging. That stopped at third base. To second, to first, around the horn for a double play. And Texas didn't get it a few batters prior, but they'll get it there. And now Bryan Woo set to go out there for a 9th inning of work as he looks for the complete game shutout. Adolis Garcia will lead this one off. And Woo at 88 pitches to start this 9th inning. Let's see if he can get out of this one. Nice fastball there for a strike. The 0-1 to Garcia, Texas cleanup man. And he lines that to left center. Rodriguez giving chase. And he just misses that one. Rodriguez timed it up perfectly. But Garcia takes him yard. Garcia with a 412-foot blast. Rodriguez probably just inches away from snagging that one. I want to get another look at that. I'm usually not too good at those ones, but it looked like that one was lined up perfectly. El Bombi with a blast to knot it up here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Let's look at this one. Rodriguez. I had to stop a little bit, time it up. Climbs the wall. And just over the glove. That's brutal. So now Bryan Woo will get pulled in this one. 8 tremendous innings. I think 11 strikeouts he ended with. But he couldn't just hold it till the end. That Garcia home run's going to knock him out of this one. And unfortunately for Woo, he won't even get a win out of his efforts. So here comes Matt Brash for his 4th game of the season. Very good numbers here. Not allowing many hits at all. Striking out a batter per inning. 4 1/3 with 1 hold here. He's set to face Marcus Semien. And a high slider there. Definitely not in a good spot, although that'll go for a strike. Now the 1-1 to Semien. Slider low and away. Nice pitch there by Brash. Gets a swing and miss. And you know we're going right back to it. A nice slider there by Brash. So following a strikeout there to Marcus Semien as we're going to try and get it moving along a little bit here in this one. Nathaniel Lowe fouls that one off. And Matt Brash with good sliders there against Semien in that previous at-bat to get the strikeout. A slider there fouled off by Lowe. That'll bring up another 0-2 count here. The 0-2 to Lowe. High fastball popped up to Cal Raleigh. And he's going to get that one easily to bring up the 2nd out of the inning. Josh Jung now, 2 for 11. Both hits coming in this game. And another high slider there hung in the zone. But luckily it's just fouled off. That fastball lined back up the middle. And a base hit here for the Texas Rangers. Winning run on base. Travis Jankowski now on as the pinch runner. He brings 80 speed to the table and 86 steal. Brash on the pickoff attempt. As Jankowski gets back to the bag. 1-0 count to Duran. High fastball popped up to left center. And Rodriguez is going to get that one. A little miscommunication there between the left and center fielder. But Rodriguez ultimately calling that one off. And Garcia ties it up here for the Rangers on a blast to knock Bryan Woo from the game and send it to extra innings. Josh H. Smith will take over at third. And Jorge Polanco will lead us off in this one. 0 for 3 in the game. Batting .262 on the season with a .724 OPS. Runner on second. And that runner is Mitch Haniger. I think we might pinch run. We'll see. We'll give it a pitch or two. Brock Burke's still out there. As Polanco first pitch swing grounds that to left. And Burke, is that 4 outs now on 5 pitches? I don't know if he started. I don't remember if he started last inning or not. Maybe not. Cal Raleigh out there. First pitch swinging on that one as well. We're being very aggressive in this one. Last game against the Rockies, good plate discipline. But in this one, we're just swinging away. Now the 1-1 to Cal Raleigh, looking to extend his 8-game hitting streak. 0 for 3 in this one. And he'll miss on that circle change over the middle. And yeah, I forgot. I do want to change out Haniger. Let's get some more speed out there. We don't even really have speed on this roster, though. Ridiculous. It's going to have to be Dylan Moore. So we'll throw Dylan Moore at second. Even though we're hearing a 1-2 count with 1 out in the inning. Hopefully that wasn't a waste, but definitely got to get the speed when you have the go-ahead run on base and extras. That fastball misses low. So now a full count here for the Seattle catcher. Dylan Moore on second. And Raleigh swing and miss on that changeup. Nice pitch there by Brock Burke. A good way to battle in that at-bat. So now Ty France back up there. I think we singled with him earlier in this one. First pitch misses high. Bring up a 1-0 count for France with the go-ahead run on second. Now the 1-1 count to France. Swing and a miss on that fastball. So 1-2 here. Burke with a chance to get out of this one with a strike. And France almost went for that one. But luckily he holds back. Now the 2-2. And France is swing and a miss at a low changeup. Brock Burke, good work out of the bullpen. And Texas a chance to win it here in the bottom of the 10th. So Dylan Moore will remain in right field. And we are going to keep Matt Brash out there and see if he can hold this one. So the leadoff hitter here, Andrew Knizner, works a full count. And let's see how this one goes. Brash delivers. And a slurve there on 3-2. And Knizner chases that one. A strikeout there for Matt Brash. That was a little risky there. But I guess, worst case, you walk him and you bring up a double play scenario. Now Tavares on with a chance to win it here. Strike right over the plate. 0-1 now to Tavares. And that inside fastball finds the plate for an 0-2 count now. Now 1-2 to Tavares. And he gets that one through first base hole. And they're going to send the runner at second, Jankowski. And the throw is just late, and the Rangers win. That was a second late. And we blow this one. We were up 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th. With that home run by Adalis Garcia tied it up. And there, the Texas Rangers complete as they avoid a 4-game sweep at home at the hands of our Seattle Mariners. Tavares, good piece of hitting there. As it just gets through the first and second base hole there, France gives a diving chance as Duran comes around to score. So that'll do it here in Texas. The Rangers avoid a sweep, although I think we'll take 3 out of 4. Although we don't want to take those 4 snowflakes though. It's crazy how here in March to October your momentum, can change just like that. Matt Brash gets the loss. Adalis Garcia 3 for 4 with that game-tying home run as he's the player of the game. So key moment, we were not able to sweep the world champs in their own house, and we're going to get a quartet of snowflakes on this one as our momentum goes back to cold. So now we have a series with Arizona. We get a loss there to open it up. Another loss there. Now we'll get back to the simming here. Did some scouting. We got swept there by Arizona. And now it's going to have a key moment for us here at home against Atlanta. Put an end to this losing streak. So it's a 3-3 game against Atlanta. In the bottom of the 7th, we have a man on first. And it was looking good there. I wish it showed us I don't think we have access to our schedule, which is kind of weird, but I think we were 13-9, and I guess we've dropped 6 in a row. So it was looking kind of good there for a second, and now we've fallen again. And we're going to end this episode at 13-15, 28 games into the season. I think we definitely have some work to do to improve this roster, but I'm not too worried. Very early still in the season. And here we got to look at some stats. 12 home runs for J.P. Crawford in 100 at-bats. That's got to be like the craziest pace in his career. I mean, last year he hit 19, a career high, and he's only 7 away in a fifth of the at-bats. So J.P. Crawford on an insane pace right now, and Julio Rodriguez getting it going as well. He's on a hot streak. So our hitting, and look, Josh Rojas, very good. Luke Raley, very good. Raleigh, pretty good power hitter for us. Polanco's been solid. So this team, our hitting has been very good. Our pitching has not been as good as we thought. I mean, George Kirby 4-1, but still a 4.95 ERA. Gilbert, been all right. We kind of need more from him. Same with Bryce Miller. Castillo has played at a high level. But then our bullpen, we definitely need to get better in the bullpen as well. So this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. I wanted to kind of do more in this episode, but that game against the Rockies kind of took a little bit just based on how much run production we got. And then we had that extra innings against Texas. So next episode, we'll definitely cover more ground and work our way further into this Seattle Mariners March to October. So I thank you so much for viewing. You leave some comments, leave some feedback, and let me know who I should be in my MLB The Show 24 franchise series. As always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.